Impressions. Another first impressions unboxing video for you guys. You guys know how much I love to blind buy, and this is 6 fragrances blind bought from yours truly, moi, to you guys right here on the channel. Coming up right now, 6 amazing fragrances, some new, some brand new. Stick around, it's up next. Welcome back to another video. Max Forti here. If you love fragrances, you love to smell great, you came to the right place. We're talking 6 brand new fragrances to me, blind buys, that I'm gonna share with you, open up on camera and smell them for the first time. Some are brand new, some not so brand new, but new to me. So we're gonna do this kind of chronologically. I'll start with this one right here for this video. For the purpose of the video, I'm gonna take these off for now, then we'll bring them back together. I'll give you guys like my final thoughts. This one here from the house of Cadillac. By the way, this video is brought to you by the partner of this channel, FragranceBuy.Ca. If you guys want to find anything and everything fragrance related, indie, you know, niche, designers, new releases, you name it, FragranceBuy.Ca. You guys know it by now. Details below. If there's any codes, any savings, I'll pass it on to you. So Cadillac is a fragrance that I never really, heard about. You guys know how much I love Bentley, how much I love Ferrari. Those are my 2 favorite car brands. Now Cadillac, didn't even know they made fragrances. This one here is simply called Eau de Toilette for Men. Not much online on this fragrance, so I don't know exactly what this is gonna smell like, what am I gonna get here. But from what I understand, this was a cheapie, so I blind bought it because I'm always looking to find something incredible that's affordable so that I can share with you guys here on the channel. Some hidden gems, if you will. The packaging is actually nice, really well made. All right, so this is, I think the first one that they released, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is from 2008, correct. So this was released in the fall of 2008 November to be exact. So quite a while, a little over 12 years. Box is nice, really nicely put together. The bottle's actually pretty cool as well. Get myself the little blotter here. We have Cadillac on the actual bottle. Sprayers are okay, will do the job. Of course, they're mowing the lawn right now. As soon as I start filming, they start making noises outside. Anyway, this one here, not bad. I think from the get-go, I actually like this. This is gonna be quite powerful, but what I'm getting here is you must like fougere, old school, woody, spicy kind of fragrances. A very, very strong note of lavender here. It's reminding me of Lapidus, like Tat Lapidus Per Homme with Dolce & Gabbana Per Homme, the vintage one. So you guys know I like this one, but it's not gonna be for everyone. Definitely more mature, more aged, but I like it. So let's look at the notes. Okay, so we have ebony wood, cloves, incense, cinnamon, chamomile, grapefruit. So I'm not getting much fruit here. It's going straight into the woods and the spices. This got cloves, incense, cinnamon, absolutely. But I definitely get a very heavy woody base. And I get lavender, which is not listed here. I like it, guys. I think this is nice. And it's a cheapie. So definitely check it out if you have your taste similar to mine, or you like more of an old school kind of feel. If you're craving old school fragrances, this will hit the spot. All right, next up, okay, let me give you guys a rating here. First impression here, rating on this one, Cadillac Per Homme, or For Men. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10 because I do like these kind of fragrances. All right, now we're doing this chronologically, guys. The next one here is from 2015. Now, this is a brand that I don't have much experience with. I like the box here. I think it's quite quality here. This is called Clean Reserve, and the scent itself is called Smoked Vetiver. This is an eau de parfum, woody aromatic scent. You guys know how much I love my Vetivers. I'm always looking for new Vetivers. Like, I don't have enough. But anyway, new addition here to the collection. I'm hoping it's gonna blow my socks off. So, love the name, Smoked Vetiver. Presentation is actually pretty good here. And I know for a fact, you can find clean fragrances, or this particular collection, at your local Sephora. I know they have them here at my mall. Never actually, quite noisy cellophane here. Never actually tried this brand at my mall, but I know they have a quality and reputation of being quite good. So the inspiration behind this creation, it says right here on the box, inspired by the remarkable experiences in life that leave a lasting impression. So this scratches me right where I itch. I always talk to you guys about leaving, a lasting impression when you choose your fragrances, what you're gonna wear. Nice box here. As always, we talk about wear what truly moves you. So I'm liking the saying here on the box. The bottle looks quite nice. It's got this beautiful, very artisan-like woody cap. Love the bottle here with the lip at the bottom, thick glass, almost like a Chanel that's exclusive, a little shorter, a little stout, but I'm liking what I'm seeing here. I'm hoping that the scent will have quality. Sprayers could be better, a little weak, but the scent is good, ladies and gentlemen. This is a nice vetiver scent. The juice is a little greeny, a greenish yellow tinge. I like this. This is nice. Even though it's called smoked vetiver, not very smoky. There's some smokiness here, but I'm mostly getting like a fruitiness and earthy vetiver nuance, which is the kind of vetiver I like. I do like some smoky vetivers like you get with Terre d'Hermès, but I do appreciate the more aromatic, you know, citrus fruity kind of vetivers, and that's what I'm getting here. This is good. Looking at the note breakdown, the nose behind this one here is actually Claude Deer, which is the same nose for Saharoff Signature Collection, so I know it's a good perfumer. And we have Vervain, Bamboo Leaf, Bergamot and Quince Fruit, Cedarwood, Peony, Oak Moss, which you guys know I love my moss in my fragrances, Amber, Musk, Vetiver, Woods, and Myrrh. This is nice. Perhaps I wish the myrrh were a little bit more intensified, like the myrrh we get with Dior Eau Sauvage Intense. But this is nice. I'm really digging this one. Quite good for the price. So this was actually a very affordable pickup that I have. So for those that love vetiver and looking for something great in the vetiver lineup of fragrances, definitely consider checking out Clean Reserve Smoked Vetiver. I think you're gonna like it. It's more of a clean, earthy, fruity vetiver rather than the smoky vetivers that sometimes turn people away. Next up, we're gonna go with Lavande here from 2018. This is from kind of like the most prestigious collection of Molinard, and I heard through the grapevine that this particular one, Eau de Parfum Lavande, is going to be very similar to none other than Tom Ford. I think it's called Lavender Extreme, which was released a couple years ago, which is now discontinued. So for a lot of you that didn't have a chance to pick up that fragrance, which came in a beautiful silver bottle, but it costs, I think, $325 for a 50 ml. From what I hear, from the research I did, and this is why I picked this up, this is like 90-95% close to Lavender Extreme from Tom Ford. Very simplistic kind of a bottle, bronze cap, metallic heavy cap, beautiful lavender color bottle. The whole collection here with this particular Molinard collection will pick up one note and have a fragrance around that note. This one is Lavande, which is of course the note of lavender. So let's see what we get here. Sprays are actually nice. And this does smell very, very nice, guys. And I'd say I do have Tom Ford Lavender Extreme. I think Lavender Extreme is gonna be a little heavier, a little smokier, and a little more opulent and resinous. This one here, not so much. This is more of a fleeting juice, more ethereal, more faint, if you will. The notes here are lavender, clary sage, hedione, vanilla, benzoin, tonka, labdanum, patchouli, and coumarin or tonka beans. Now, I'm not getting that heavy stuff that's supposed to be here in the base. What I'm getting most here, guys, I'm not really getting the base here, the heavy notes, the sweet, tonka or patchouli or benzoin or vanilla. This is mostly an herbal vanilla. And to be quite honest with you, I much rather, there's even like a savory kind of culinary kind of a take here. I don't see cumin, I don't see any kind of culinary notes. But I'm definitely getting a very culinary kind of a vibe, almost BO-like. Maybe there's like cumin in here. Not really feeling this one, guys. My least favorite right now. Oh, smoked vetiver, by the way, I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. This is a good vetiver. This one here, I'm giving like a 6 out of 10. Not really feeling that savory culinary notes that I'm getting in this lavender here. So I'd much rather go with Tom Ford Lavender Extreme. Next up, we're gonna go with the new one from Nicolai, the House of Nicolai, which is a great niche brand that produces quite nice juices. New York Intense is one of my favorites. This one here is called Angelica Pear. Now, the great thing about this brand is that the creative director actually worked for Guerlain for many years, so you know the direction of these fragrances are quite nice, from what I've smelled so far, for everything I've tried. And pear is one of those exotic fruity notes that I love. And you don't see, well, now you're seeing most, prominent in a lot of new creations, but if you go back a few years, pear wasn't a very, utilized fruit note in fragrances. So, and I'm very curious about this one here. And this was actually released a couple years ago, 2020 to be exact. Actually, last year, 2020 release, Angelica Pear, which I think if you translate this to English is going to translate to angelic pear. So nice little presentation. I actually went with a smaller bottle. These weren't cheap. This is a 30 ml. Comes with a little pamphlet here that it talks about the fragrance. The notes are actually listed here, which I'll look at it in a second. Comes beautifully packaged, 30 ml. Again, this brand is minimalist, but with this brand, I know for a fact it's all about the juice, not so much the presentation, which could be a good thing. Nice when you get everything, good presentation, good juice, but the juice is what's most important. So Angelica Pear, let's take it for a test drive. Okay, this is nice. I'm getting, of course, beautiful pear up top, but Not as fruity or juicy as I was expecting. Okay, now it's getting better, it's getting better. So that alcohol went away. Now the fruit is really coming through. This is nice, guys. If you love the note of pear, this is gonna be a quite natural experience to the note or the fruit of pear. Although it's reminding me a little bit of a tangerine, also has like a clementine kind of a vibe here. Let me look at the notes. So we're talking bergamot, lemon, grass, and blackcurrant up top. Okay, definitely lemony, grassy, getting like a tangerine vibe here, very green, pear, rose, and jasmine. So I think as this develops on skin, the pear will probably become more prominent. And then the base, we have dry patchouli, oak moss, and musk. Nicely constructed, guys. I like this one a lot. As always, with the house of Nicolai, I've never had any complaints. I think they do a good job. They're very creative. They're very, you know, off the beaten path creations. And Angelys pear is a great one. I think pear is a note that should be done more often in fragrances because it's something that's very interesting and very exciting, at least to me. Really digging this one. I'm giving this one a 7 out of 10. I have to, of course, wear it on skin, see if I get more out of it, but it's not something that's gonna be too inspiring for me because it's mostly a fruity, natural, grassy, and green pear. But it could be good for like spring and summertime. You know, if you want something refreshing right out of the shower, this will fit the bill perfectly. Of course, very androgynous, you know, gender-free, unisex, whatever you want to call it. So Angelys pear, quite good. Now these last two are the ones that I'm really looking forward to sharing with you. They're like the newest releases. Well, this is 2020, but this one here is 2019, but it's from a house that I love. I always say that there's like a triple fragrance, like a triple threat that I love, and most people don't talk about it these days, which is Annick Goutal, Serge Lutens, and L'Artisan Parfumé. With Serge Lutens being a little bit above the other two, just because I love the quality, I love the daring effect that each one of those fragrances from Serge Lutens always gives you. Of course, parent company, Shiseido. Love Serge Lutens, love the creative direction of these fragrances. They're usually very bold, very daring, very dark, resinous, opulent. You're always gonna find something unique with Serge Lutens, and I'm hoping this one's gonna be good. This one here is called La Couche du Diable. I think translating this to English would be like the devil's cave or something like that. Weird name. Hoping the juice will be good. From what I saw in the groups when this was released a couple years ago, was a very daring scent. Definitely not for the faint of heart, not for everyone. Very dark juice. Love the bottles. I think they're classy. This is going to be a 50 ml, and I think these retail for 160, 170 bucks. Let me put the box up here. It's just a dark box, nothing here to brag home about. Really nice bottles. Love the presentation. You get these little ball-like or half spheric-like caps, which you can replace. Well, you can dab it if you want, but I obviously go, ooh, this is good. Let's see. So I go with the sprayers as always. So I replaced these. These have been changed, by the way. The whole scheme of the bottles, the labels, the cap collars used to be bronze. Now it's all black, more minimalist, if you will. So let's see what we get out of the Devil's Cave. I would not spray my clothes with this fragrance because I think the blotter is really dark now. I think it will probably stain your clothes. And this is a very nice scent, guys. I'm getting like a molasses, brown sugar kind of a vibe here, almost honey-like, which I love. Tons of spices here. There's definitely resins. I'm getting some oud maybe, some woods in the backbone. Let's look at the note breakdown, guys. So right from the get-go though, I'm giving this like an 8 out of 10. This is the kind of juices I like. It's resinous, it's opulent, it's dark, it's daring, it's different. Now this one here is talking about oud, it's talking about labdanum, incense, cinnamon, amber, saffron. There's a leathery kind of undertone. Definitely a fruity tone here with orange and tangerine, rose and musk. This is definitely animalistic, dark, deep, and daring. This is not gonna be for everyone. But it's not as strong as old Serge Lutens fragrances used to be, but it's still daring. It's still, again, it's in a blotter here. If I put on skin, it's probably gonna have a whole different tonality to the scent, but it's quite good. I'm giving this an 8 out of 10 for creativity, for being different and being bold. This stuff is amazing. Last but not least, 2021 release here from Dunhill, which is a house that I think is quality. I think they provide good pricing. I would put Dunhill right up there with your Issey Miyake's or your Cartiers, which a lot of times are under the radar. So Driven, a 2021 release, brand new. First time, first impression here on the channel. I have no idea what we're getting here. I'm just hoping it's not gonna be more of the same. I'm hoping that this is going to be something unique from the house of Dunhill. Hoping that they're not gonna be following suit and following the trends. You can always be hopeful. But let's see, so the bottle looks kind of silly. It's a little weird. It's got this really huge cap that almost looks like a knob from like your faucet in your house, cold and hot. So kind of weird, you know, heavy plastic. The bottle very minimalist. You have the embossed name of Dunhill right there, driven at the bottom. Let's get a test strip here and take it for a test drive. Sprays are nice. All right, so smell good, but uninspiring. This is definitely more of the same. You know, I get a sweet tonka ambroxan, so it opens up with citruses, bergamots, and then right off the bat here, I can see a tonka bean ambroxan base coming through, which is sweet, it's pleasant, it's, you know, appealing, but more of the same. You know, you smell this, you're gonna think about, you know, YSL, you know, Y for Men. You'll think about all these kind of blue aromatic citrus type of scents with the, you know, ambroxan and tonka at the base. It's okay, smells good. If you don't have any of those fragrances in the past, you're looking for something for everyday signature scent to smell good, definitely check it out. If you can buy it for a good price, even better. Driven from Dunhill for me, 5 out of 10, more of the same. Nothing here, it's quite the contrary. Very uninspiring release. Looking at the notes here, just for giggles here, we got bergamot, lime, red apple, plum. It gives me a little bit of Hugo Boss bottle meets Y for Men from YSL. It's like a combination between the two. The base here is gonna give you amber, amyris, vanilla, cedarwood, musk, and tonka. In the heart, cardamom, cinnamon, jasmine, and rose. It's nice, but like I said, more of the same. All right guys, so from the 6 fragrances here, of course, let me know which one sounds most appealing to you in the comments. You can find all these fragrances listed below in the description of this video. You can find amazing deals at FragranceBuy.Ca. If there's any codes for you guys, I'll also include that to make your life easier. And of course, guys, if you appreciate the channel, if you like what I do here, don't forget to share your support, leave a like, subscribe for more, and touch the little bell icon so you get these videos straight into your feed. And of course, if you guys love compliments, check this video out. And if you guys love professional fragrances that will give you an edge, check this video out. As always, guys, I'll see you right back here very soon. Take care.